Back in early July, there were rumors swirling around about the Orlando Magic being interested in trading for Donovan Mitchell. You can see the Magic had arguably the best assets to get it done, but in the back of our minds, we knew that it wasn't really gonna happen. Giving up your future when you still don't even know what you have yet doesn't seem logical at all. What seems more plausible is saving your assets and using your cap space on a younger guard who doesn't need the ball to score. Perhaps someone like Jordan Poole, who, according to an anonymous Eastern Conference exec, will be courted by the Orlando Magic next offseason. The Michigan product will most likely become a restricted free agent next summer, but that isn't going to prevent teams from throwing max money at him. Why? Well, his current team, the Golden State Warriors, have already committed nearly $190 million to the roster and will likely be $80 million over the cap if the roster mainly remains the same next offseason. According to Bobby Marks, the Warriors' tax bill could exceed over $200 million if they extend both Poole and Andrew Wiggins. From the outside looking in, extending Poole should be the obvious choice. However, the Warriors could feel that Wiggins is more valuable to the team with his two-way ability, especially in the West where the team will have to face the likes of Kawhi, Luka, LeBron, etc. in the playoffs. If they want to extend their title window, then they can't afford to lose another defensive wing like they did with Gary Payton II. The Warriors' tough predicament could open up the opportunity for a team with cap space like the Orlando Magic to offer Poole the max and forcing the Warriors into letting him go. Now the question surrounding the Magic fan base is if Jordan Poole is worth the max and does he fit our team? Well, in my opinion, he does, and the Magic should definitely offer him the max. However, only if a few variables still persist. And those variables are if Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony are unable to improve their shooting, and if Suggs doesn't show growth in his handles, Cole still has trouble playing off the ball and defending. As much as I still believe in them, those problems are still likely to persist. And that's why we should throw the max at Poole and start the Paolo, Franz, and Jordan Poole era in Orlando. Now, what will it take to lure him away from the Dubs next year? Well, if he has another big season and shows further improvements in his overall game, then nothing short of a max contract. Next year's minimum max salary per year should be around $30 million. So specifically a contract starting at $120 million for 4 years, just to get the Warriors to start questioning about what they want to do and for Poole seem to be interested in the Magic project. Jordan Poole is going to be worth that contract next year, especially for the Magic. And I'm going to explain why in this video, so let's get straight into it. Alright, first off, Jordan Poole is a perfect mix of a win-now player while also being a potential long-term fundamental piece for your franchise. He'll only be 24 next offseason, so he'll fit the Magic timeline. Poole has improved his game every season, and based off that, you can easily project him being a multiple-time All-Star in the future. His scoring versatility paired with his elite handles at the guard position will add something new to the Magic and fill their biggest need. He's like a bigger Cole Anthony, but better at scoring without the ball and playing with ball-dominant players. Poole's offensive game is very advanced, especially his off-the-dribble bag, which allows him to easily create separation, as you can see right here. He's very shifty when attacking the basket like Markelle and doesn't really rely on elite explosiveness. To provide some stats, Poole averaged 18 points per game off 45, 36, 93 shooting splits last season. Another reason why he's worth the max for Orlando is his proven winning track record. He's already a champion and has learned from the best with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Steve Kerr. He'll bring valuable experience to the Magic despite being young enough to be part of the young core. It's not like he was just a regular role player for the Warriors. You can argue that he was the MVP of their first round series against the Nuggets when Steph Curry was still not 100% with his foot injury. Moving along, Poole's playing style fits perfectly with the Magic young core. His backcourt pairing with Markelle will be seamless because Markelle is a pass-first point guard who loves to push the pace and is excellent at spotting open shooters and cutters. Everything a scorer like Poole requires from his backcourt mate. They're both around the same age, so I'm sure that they'll click and probably become best friends off the floor, so they'll further strengthen the team chemistry. The best attribute about Poole's game is that he can score 20 without needing the ball in his hands. Having a shooting guard that isn't ball dominant is perfect if you're a team like the Magic that envisions their offense being run through their 6'10 and over franchise cornerstones in Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Poole can score from a variety of different ways off the ball, attacking closeouts and off the catch. For some stats, Poole shot 30% both off the catch and open spot-up threes. Now, if you're concerned about how Poole will still produce without benefiting from the defensive attention that Steph Curry demands and from the Warriors' free-flowing offense, then you can now rest easy knowing that he averaged 25, 5, and 5 without Steph Curry last season, and his team went a respectable 7 and 10 in those games. To add, he'll be surrounded by multiple playmakers with the Magic. He'll thrive off all the open looks that he's gonna get, as the Magic have assembled a variety of playmaking options from guards like Markelle, Suggs, to bigs like Wendell. We won't need him to be our number one option and constantly create off the dribble. He can play the same role as he's doing with the Warriors right now, but with a bit more usage. But he can, if needed, score off the dribble. Poole shot 52% when taking more than 7 dribbles. Additionally, from pull-ups, he shot 48% from 2s and 34% from 3s. Now, Poole has some defensive flaws. However, we have all the pieces to mask it with Suggs, J.I., Wendell, Chuma, Franz, etc. So that won't be a problem with the Magic. And finally, from all accounts, Poole's not a socialite wannabe like Kyle Kuzma. There's a notion that he is, but if you do your research on him, then you find out that he's not. He's actually a very hard worker who loves the game. The dude was already back in the lab working on his game just days after his team's title parade. He'll definitely fit in with the culture that the Magic are establishing and won't be a risk if the Magic invest max money in him. In conclusion, I don't know if the source of this rumor is credible or not, but what I do know is that the Magic will be interested in Poole if Paolo and Franz prove that they're good enough to surround them with, expensive complementary pieces already. Jordan Poole fills the biggest need for the Magic, which is a guard who can both shoot and create off the dribble. He'll bring valuable winning experience and fits the culture. The Magic should offer Jordan Poole the max contract without thinking twice. So let me know what you guys think. Would y'all give out a max contract around 100 mil for 4 years to Jordan Poole? Or should we wait and see if one of Caleb, Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, or a future pick develops into another Poole and save money? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're at it, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, if you want to see more free and non-biased Orlando Magic content. Thanks for watching and look out for more off-season content headed your way. Peace.